Well, there we have it. That's it. That is the joint practice. We unfortunately on this side did not really see the defense at all. Hearing from some of the people in the chat, they said Mozzie was having a day over there. I hope he had an incredible day. Thoughts that I have here after this practice is our offensive line needs a lot of work. Our offensive line left some things to be desired. Definitely would have been a few sacks on Dak in this game. Dak had some really good throws. Jalen Tolbert and Clapper have definitely, along with T. Billy, have definitely looked really, really good on this offense and make you realize that the Cowboys, if they can get CeeDee Lamb back in here, even Brandon Cooks, if they get CeeDee Lamb back in here, what you're going to actually see, I know people will say our running game isn't as good as you'd like. But I want you to understand, if you go back through with Mike McCarthy and his offense when they won the Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers, okay? It wasn't Aaron Rodgers throwing 42 touchdown passes and everything else. It wasn't a great, incredible running game. Their leading running back had 750 yards running football. They went 4 deep on the wide receivers, having a mix of veterans. They had Donald Driver on there. They had Greg Jennings. They had Jordy Nelson, and I think they had Randall Cobb. And so what they like to do was spread the ball out all over the field and make you kind of chase. You couldn't have one person just to focus on. The running game was more of, we got a running game because we have to have a running game. And they had 3 deep at tight ends. They did a lot of 12 personnel and things. And I think that this is what Mike McCarthy wants to have. The other thing that team had, which most people don't realize, is they had the number 3 defense that gave Aaron Rodgers more opportunities with the ball and stuff. And then we're sitting here, and as practice is in the books here, and all we have left is the game on Sunday. There is practice tomorrow. I'm betting that this is going to be more of a walkthrough practice. I don't think they're going to practice that much. But, hey, some of the great fans over here waving hello. I've really enjoyed my time of being here, and especially shout out to Law Nation, because Law Nation, he is the Dallas Cowboys #1, without a doubt, content creator. And it's been a joy being here with him. Everything that he is doing. I got my main man down, Brad, who sat in traffic for a couple hours to get here.
I did.
Yeah, shout out to Brad. Saw Brad here 2 years ago. My thoughts as far as training camp goes, it's still early in training camp. We've got 3 preseason games to go. We got a lot of work to do, but I've seen some really good things. I can't wait to get back to the hotel and actually do some work to see what our defense did against the Rams, and if I'm hearing what I'm hearing about Mozzie playing really, really well, leaps and bounds with that guy are going to pay dividends. We'll be putting up a bunch of content and stuff. We've got a lot of different clips and things. Unfortunately, I can't really see because it's been so bright out here, the clips. So I put up the 3 fights. They're uploading, and they take forever. But we had 3 bench clearers out of here. But let's listen in.
Dak Prescott once again is cooking with receivers.
Come on right here, man. We have a whole podcast show right here.
Okay.
Dak Prescott.
Me? Oh, damn. Wait a minute. Hold on. You got to have Law, too.
Shout out to you.
Oh, man. Okay. So in other words, you just like the old guys. That's what it is. Shout out to a senior citizen YouTuber.
Senior citizen talk. Yeah. Well, I really enjoy and appreciate what you do.
Well, thank you. Man, I have had so much love out here. I appreciate that. And what is your name?
Johnny Jenkins. Johnny Petty. Petty's maiden name is Holmes.
Holmes. Oh,
Okay.
well, we might, somewhere back in there. we in there somewhere. Appreciate that.
Might have been in the backyard.
There you go. So let's get some post-practice thoughts here.
Post-practice thoughts right here. I can tell you that I was pleased with Dak Prescott. I was pleased with him, believe it or not.
regardless of what Ray said.
Zeke, to a degree, outside of that fumble.
Yeah,
Outside of that fumble, I
I thought the offensive line opened some nice holes.
offensive
they
line.
did. They had some struggles though too.
I was
On the pass
also
rush.
pleased with the ideology that this
Oh,
staff
definitely.
finally bench Chuma Edoga. Chuma.
Oh my God,
His mama gonna
Mr. Roboto, hold on.
Mama Edoga.
I'll
we
be
love
right
your
back.
Son. We love your son, by the way.
She watches you every day.
You know, it's usually I hear the wives say, "I wake up to you all the time because my husband's watching," but she's the one that's actually watching.
Yes. Patty Holmes, Longview, Texas. Loves this man. They're probably Ken.
But we live,
Honey, I'm sorry.
we live in Sugarland
Okay. In
now,
Sugarland?
but
I was in
I'm
the Cotton
from
Bowl in
Longview.
1961.
Oh, wow.
Cowboys won their first game. I was 10 years old with a Baptist church group. You get in 3. And I watched a guy kick a field goal in the last minute. Cowboys beat the Steelers. I had heard of the Steelers. But
Right.
I'd never heard of the Cowboys.
You never-
I thought we were going to a cowboy movie because that's what my Baptist friends were telling me. We're going to go see the Cowboys. I know you go way back too.
Well, I go not that far back. I became a Cowboy fan as a little kid. I mean, you know, we grew up in Virginia. I didn't know what football was. All I knew was my dad was saying Cowboys, Cowboys, Cowboys. And as a little kid, I wanted to be like my dad. And so that's how I became a Cowboy fan. And it was hard because that's back when the Washington Redskins were a good team. Their defensive coordinator, Richie Pettibone, his kids and I, we played football together. And Joe Gibbs' son, JD, played at our crosstown rival. So we were like knee deep in Washington fans
were, yeah.
and still Cowboy fans. So when they say bandwagon,
Remember when
Take a
Eddie
picture.
LeBaron was quarterback for the Cowboys?
Take
He
a
was what,
picture of us.
yeah.
It's only fair, baby. Okay, I'll say something funny. That was good, right?
There we go.
It's so kind of
Okay.
you.
You don't know. I'm so excited.
Let me get both of you here.
Oh,
Boom. Thank you so much. See, this is what it's really all about, is actually all the great fans and stuff. So let me get back in here with this post-game. And we're going post-game analysis and stuff, but I appreciate all the support. Am I pleased with Brock Hoffman? I think it's an improvement from Biadasz.
Okay.
He still has, you know, again, he's still real young. He's only had like 3 starts.
Yeah.
So you got to think it's going to get better as time goes on, you know, and this is still early in training camp because this is what, number 6 padded practice?
Yeah.
I will
So-
say this though, once BB learned how to snap, I think it's over for Hoffman.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because the separation is not that bad, right?
Well, and he's got a long ways to go with the snapping because, you know, he's played, now Cooper has played almost every position on the offensive line, just not extensively at center. And he's been, you know, literally from what I've been hearing, he has been, you know, snapping to everybody, including his mother,
Yeah, I heard
getting the extra work
Hey.
and stuff. No, seriously, no, you got to understand.
This is how it's framed, you know.
I got a chance to talk to his dad and do an interview and stuff. That family right there, everybody is an athlete. His mom is an incredible golfer
Yeah.
and stuff. One of his brothers, they actually say that should have been the best one playing football, I think is like a chemical engineer or something. He had to choose between football and getting the scholarship at a school. I can't remember what it
Kind of
was.
sound like the Gronkowskis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so it is a true athletic family. And it's incredible, the story behind them.
Yeah.
But Cooper will be here's the thing I look at with Cooper Beebe that might end up being really cool
Right, what's that?
is the fact that he can play center and also can play guard. So you're talking about I don't want to see Zach down and I don't want to see Tyler down, but you need to have people that can step in that can play. And unfortunately, you know, with what you've seen with the Goda, I don't really want to see him on the field too much.
You know what is another thing that observation? All the pressure came from the left side.
Yeah.
So that means TJ and Terrence Steele, to a degree, they did a great job on the
Yeah.
right side.
I think Terrence is going to be a lot better this year. I think it was still getting used to, you know, if you've never torn your ACL before, coming back and learning to trust that, you're thinking about it on those snaps. And you know football,
Right.
you can't think. If you're thinking about something, you're going to hesitate
Yeah.
and you're going to get beat. And I think that's what happened to him more than anything else.
Yeah.
And that he hopefully is at the point where he trusts that thing and knows it's not going to give way.
So what's your thoughts on, before we get to linebackers, kick it back to offense, do Durden have a shot? David Durden. Let's do this. Let's do
It's a
this.
long shot.
Let's do this right now.
You got so many guys.
Let's do this right now. Wide receivers. Number 1 is CD Lamb.
If he ever gets signed.
Yeah, if he ever gets signed.
Okay. Number 2 has got to be Jalen Tolbert right now.
Number 2.
Because Dak is really trusting. I mean, he has really moved up to become the go-to guy to me.
Hold
I
on.
think it's gonna be quick.
Well, let's just go ahead and count CD Lamb on this team.
Okay.
Lamb,
We got
Cooks,
4 guarantees, right?
Cooks.
I think you're going to have 5.
Tolbert,
Yeah.
Brooks,
and Turpin, right?
Turpin.
Because Turpin's going to be, of course, because of special teams.
Right.
And that's where I think that they're going to bring one of these guys back, of course, on practice squad.
Yeah.
But Clapper has actually done some really good work and stuff in here for as young and as raw as he is.
Jalen Cropper.
Yeah.
All right, so
No,
Brooks,
you got
Cropper, and who's the third, the other young guy that's really good? Tyron Billy. No,
Billy is good too.
Billy is 7. For Lenore, you can't draft the guy. Yeah, that's 8. Yeah, shit, I got 8 hands. I got 8 fingers up there.
so who going to the practice squad and who making the roster? That's what I want.
Who's making the roster? Okay, well,
Who can you
let's
sneak? Because we talk too good.
okay, let's get
Moreau.
the easy ones out of the way. Okay, we know CD.
We got the four
okay,
easy.
all right. We know CD. We know, of course, Brandon Cooks. We know Jalen Tolbert and stuff.
We know Turpin.
Now Turpin, of course, because he does special teams and stuff. So you've got those 4. But they may look at Turpin and say he's our special team guy and not count him as a wide receiver to open up another space for another
Like
guy.
a specialist.
Yeah.
This is difficult, man. I'm glad I don't have to make this decision. Right?
Man,
Let these guys make their own decision this coming weekend.
I gotta say, I
against the
like
Rams.
T. Billy. I like the potential that's there.
I like him and Cropper.
And
Somebody
Cropper,
said you can
too.
stash Flanoy, and that's my guy, Gracia.
These are hard decisions when you start thinking about that. But yeah,
It's going to be performance based.
Performance
Yeah,
based.
and let's be honest, the preseason ain't here yet. Well, they ain't played yet.
yeah, we only talking about practice now.
Right.
Not a
Yeah.
game. Not a game.
It might be a whole lot different in
Yeah,
2
because
weeks.
when Trey Lance get in the game,
Oh shit! This motherfucker.
None of them gonna make the team.
his practice, he don't
Where you
practice.
find this motherfucker, man?
And he found me, man. I'm sitting here minding my own business, way on the opposite end, and then I hear a guy coming in
Now
there
he told
like,
me he is actually a comedian.
well, shoot, he's stand-up comedy. When your next set, dog? Look, get into it.
It was today. Look,
Your next set is, bro.
my younger doppelganger. He's
September,
a
I'm gonna be in
comedian.
New York, all over the place. New York, Virginia.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be down in that area.
Oh,
I'm about to
Lord.
be in Minnesota in
Where you
about.
from, man?
I'm from Victorville, California.
Have you ever been? Where you was born?
I was born in Victorville. That's where.
Have you ever been in Victorville, Mark?
I'd never heard of Victorville. I don't.
That's where people. That's where people
I
in
have
LA
never-
go when they can't afford rent no more.
Where your mom from? Where your mom?
My mom from Chicago. Gary.
Okay, that's a little
Gary-
bit closer.
Okay,
Chicago.
all
A
right.
little bit closer.
All right. Lordy. All right.
Oh, shit.
So, back to talking about football. Back to talking about
Been back home
Cowboys.
trying to dodge these child support. I can't.
Oh shit!
Back
I ain't look. I was only in Chicago for the draft. Okay, so if it was before then, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Okay.
It wasn't me. All right.
Oh
All right,
boy.
so back to camp, man. I just had to put that stand up.
Yeah,
But I
Ray
did have
Stone,
Mrs.
he
Holmes
announced
down
that
there.
for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, so tight ends, man. That's another one where we got.
Ferguson was looking good. He looked good for fantasy football.
Okay.
Y'all saw him.
Berg number one. Berg number one.
Is it too soon to say Schoonmaker gone?
Yeah, it's too soon.
It's,
I think it's too soon.
it's literally a situation where
What
we
would that dead cap
overdraft.
look like?
We overdraft with school.
It's a curse of the second round picks, man.
Right.
So who's our second round pick this year? MK.
Marshawn Leland. You know, we had Sam Williams a couple years ago. Of course, we had Boss Man Fat. We've had Tristan Hill. Now we have
had
had
Trayvon
we had Diggs and we had D-Law, and then the winner before that would be Sean Lee.
Bruce Carter, I think. No, not Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce Carter was I think the second round.
We had another
too.
linebacker who ended up playing for the Chiefs.
Connor Williams was a second round pick.
Right.
He was actually one of the better ones, but we just don't seem to have much success with their second round. I hope Marshawn Nealon is one. I was hoping Sam Williams was going to, because when I looked at his size, his speed, his strength, I said, this guy's got all the tools to be a beast because you don't get guys that were 6'4" that were running as fast as he was.
Right.
But, you know, he had a little bit of Randy Gregory in him where he get the boneheaded plays.
Right. Especially on special teams.
Yeah.
So our greatest second-round draft pick of all time is right now is between D-Law and Diggs.
Right.
Yeah. They the all pros.
Yeah.
Sean Lee was the second round. wasn't
Sean Lee was.
he? Bruce Carter was he second
We
round?
had another
second round,
linebacker in the
Jalen Smith.
Jalen was, but, you know, he had one good
Jalen
year.
Smith a little bit, man. With
I
that.
I was out here last year. Somebody
Okay.
said, "You City Lamb?" I said, "Hell no."
Yeah, they give me Lamb's face accidentally, you know. But all right, so that's about it.
Yeah. But tight ends wise, they actually were doing quite a few 12 personnel out here, and I love 12 personnel. That big run that Zeke had was in 12 personnel, and they were doing a bunch of 4 wideouts as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, having that plethora of good wide receivers, if they can spread the field, that's going to help the offensive line because they're not going to be able to, you know, blitz with that many guys out there. So it's going to be one of those things. I'm not as worried about the offensive line and the left tackle. And the reason why I say that is because as good as Tyron Smith played last year with 13 games, the reality is over the last 4 years, he's only averaged 6 games a year.
Right.
So, you know,
a full season since
he is not.
Yeah.
And so you have to
Somebody
realize.
challenged you. I listened to your live, and you said it's 7. Somebody said it was 7 games.
Okay. well, when you count that he had 13 last year,
Right.
the other 3 are even worse. Okay, so you know, sorry. Like I said, listen, I used to do illegal shit. Okay, and what I'm talking about is we're talking about being a wedge buster. That shit was so bad that the NFL outlawed that shit, and now we got this garbage ass kick return that we have now. Okay, so forgive me if I get some shit wrong.
Hell yeah.
Mother humpers.
Mother humpers. All right, so running backs, how many we go with?
Oh man.
That's tough right there.
You can't run Zeke more than about 10 times a game, man. So you got to have Rico, of course, in there, and Zeke. Deuce Vaughn worries me because he can't get out there with the hamstring
He might be the
stuff.
surprise cut candidate.
I honestly think he's going to have a hard time being
This is
on the
what I
roster.
do with that roster spot with Deuce. I call Deuce dad and like, hey, what we're gonna do is we're gonna waive your son. But tell him keep his phone near him, and we got a spot for him on practice squad.
Yeah.
And they do an injury waive. This hamstring can linger on for more than it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And that's the only way you can go over the clear.
Mhm.
Because I think Deuce do have some skill sets in him, but I think that it's not worth a roster spot for right now. And that's not me beating up Deuce though, because I think that Hunter would be more serviceable. You got
It's just
Zeke,
the reality of the situation.
Rico,
Mm-hmm.
Malik, and
Yeah.
Hunter. Those could be your 4 running backs.
Right.
Go with 4 running backs. Hunter can give you special teams. Rico, we just saw him on the kickoff return.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So that's specialty that he give you more than just a roster spot, you know, just as a placeholder.
And there's our starting middle linebacker, Eric Kendrick's back on the field there.
Yeah, I love seeing the guys that stay a little bit extra. Let's see if I can zoom in for y'all.
Yeah, 'cause only one dude can, huh?
One dude.
I like the linebacker.
There was much conversation.
Our linebackers, like I said, we got so many linebackers now, you can't help but trip over one of them. You know, we went from having no linebackers to literally being linebacker central.
Yeah. I would tell you guys this though. I'm satisfied with the linebackers we get. They said Sanjay said you need Pete. He can bring in the big play. He's talking about Nate Pete.
Mm-hmm.
Put it like this: are you taking Zeke over Pete? Right? Are you taking Pete over Zeke? I meant to say. Are you taking Rico? Are you taking Pete over Rico?
Might take Pete over Rico.
Which
No,
is-
I don't know.
No,
Shit,
you
no,
take Malik
Rico's
Davis over-
he's our speed back right now. You know, I feel good that Zeke is going to get some tough yards and the short yardage and stuff, but he looks like he doesn't have that burst anywhere close to what he used to have. So you got to.
What up, man? What's
There
going
you
with
go.
you, man?
What's going on?
What's good with y'all?
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Rico, Zeke, and Luke here a lot. I can't see them here.
No, Zeke's not.
I can't see it.
No, he's a legacy, man. You keep Zeke to keep Dak happy.
Come on in here, man. Get in here. I like that shirt. You got the best shirt on in here, man.
Look at that.
Philly
Philly Sucks. There they are.
Yeah.
Find that at canfan.com.
Merchandise store.
Yeah, you hear this, Gilly Monsters? Come on in here, man. We're doing post game.
It's our friends from the Great White North.
The Great White North. Come on in here.
Yeah, I'm that old,
Slide in here,
okay?
man. Slide in here,
I
man.
literally.
Slide right here. Slide right on in here, man. Yeah.
What's up, my
We
guy?
getting post game analysis, man.
Oh my God.
Who stood out?
Wait. It's not game, man. We talking about practice.
Oh,
man.
practice,
man.
We talking about
We talking about practice.
Talking about practice.
Not the game.
Oh, man, we
not
got
the game.
Allen Iverson over here.
Yeah. So, what's your thoughts, man, on the day, man? What did you took away from this practice?
Well, first of all, I mean, it's great to see all the wonderful Cowboy fans pack the house out here today. It was so much fun. There was so much action. It was almost overwhelming a little bit.
Right.
I really think Dak had a really great day today.
Okay.
Cooper Rush, not so much. I think Trey actually probably had his best day, Trey Lance, as far as like targets.
You know, our buddy Ray said, his handoffs were so crisp.
No. I mean,
okay?
I'm just saying, he looks tradable. After a day, maybe the Rams could take him with them, you know?
Yeah, because Garoppolo, I heard Garoppolo was having
You just cut to my man Ray's heart with that one.
He's not going to beat Rush, but he might beat Garoppolo over on that squad. So
Oh,
maybe they
man.
can send over a defensive tackle our way, maybe a couple of picks.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I really think
Damn.
Trey had a day today. Rico Dowdle had himself a game. I think he looks like our RB1.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Also, RB1. Look.
Woo!
Now we get
Uh-oh.
into the thick of it, baby. So you got Rico RB1.
Yes, sir.
RB2, who?
It's got to be Zeke. Short yardage
Ezekiel,
situation.
Elijah, and fumble kind of hurt him, though.
You know, it did, but
Yeah.
I mean, okay, don't quote me on this, but I think I saw him on the sideline slapping on that icy hot on the knees. And I
just do
saw
the same
him
thing. My leg.
looking like vintage Zeke. I saw him just cutting and breaking through the line. He got a couple of good runs in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he looked good. I think he solidified as that. And then Malik Davis would have to be our 3.
Okay.
Crash Davis looking solid
And then
too.
number 4, your fullback. I'm leading the witness. Y'all hear me, ladies? I'm leading the witness. Number 4 would be
I would gotta keep Luke. Gotta keep it.
40 ounce.
Cause his versatility.
Yeah.
I mean, besides lining him up
Yep.
back there, I saw him line up at tight end a few times. as well.
Right.
So I like him for that.
Yeah. My fellas over here, man. What y'all got,
Get
man?
him,
What y'all
get
got? What y'all got,
A
man?
solid buzz. That's what I got right now.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
He up here.
I've been
Look,
cracking
he in the
them all
beat.
day,
Cracking
baby.
them all day,
I know
man.
it was a good time. I mean, it's a scrimmage. What can you take from it? But Jalen Tolbert kind of carried it like he's been doing all training camp. The Jalen's, all 3 Jalen's. I'm down with all
Yeah.
the Jalen's.
Jalen.
Yeah, the three J's and a D.
And Jake.
What about you guys?
go.
What about Jake? What about my guy?
Who, Fergie?
Yeah.
Ferguson? Oh yeah,
Fergalicious.
he's an all-pro tight end this year. Is what I'm seeing. He's a fantasy pick. He beefed
So
up.
wait, hold up. Is linebacker with a baby?
You going way over there? Yeah.
Look, there he is.
So my other guy, man, what's going on, man?
Eric Kendrick.
What's going on?
There we go.
He's taking it.
Oh, man.
He's in Canada right now.
Oh, man.
we were drinking pretty good.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, it is what it is.
Well, what are you guys' takeaways though? Like, what did you guys see?
Well, I would tell you this, Jake Ferg. I'm not gonna call him Fergalicious. I'm not.
Fergalicious. Look, I'm confident. I'm confident in my manhood. I can call him Fergalicious. Okay.
Fergalicious.
All right.
Mark, give me this for a second. Fergalicious.
Okay.
He's Fergalicious.
Fergalicious.
ASAP
Okay.
Ferg.
Let me get in here. I know you follow along. I know you're watching this.
Oh my God.
1-to-1, let me ask you this. Like,
Yeah.
does it ever go or occur through your mind, through your head, when you just hurdle those defenders? I mean, they got family in the stands, wife and kids, and you're just going to end their careers and embarrass them in front of national television? I love it. Don't stop doing it. But wow.
They're kicking us out, man.
Oh, man. Look at that.
The stands normally look, man.
All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. So that's it live here from the Cowboys versus Rams. The big. Oh, and look. Okay. I'm going to tell you. Mozzie, you the man.
I've been waiting patiently to take a picture with
Why is
him.
he
Look.
walking like someone killed his dog?
That's the way he always walks
I've
off
been
the
waiting
field.
patiently so I can take a picture with him. And Mark,
Yes.
I said, I've been waiting patiently to take a picture.
Oh, look, here we go.
Okay. Oh, you talking
Again,
about? Okay.
Mozzie, the first man on and last one off.
Just taking a quick
I
picture
love
right
it.
quick.